Yet another crypto head-to-head, Arbitrum versus Manta network. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are. I'm your host, FD465.tv, bringing you yet another crypto head-to-head comparison between Arbitrum and Manta network. And we know these two have something in common. Why? Because they're both Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solutions. But before we jump into today's head-to-head, there's something that I need to share with you. If you're from the UK, please note that this video is not intended for UK viewers because the authorities are protecting you from investing in cryptocurrencies, just in case you lose all your funds. And if you are from the rest of the world, guys, thank you very much for joining. If you are not subscribed, please consider subscribing to our channel. The objective remains to grow the channel, of course. And now and then, if you like what you hear, please click that like button. And if you want to be generous, also click that notification button, just in case one day we drop something you've been awaiting, and then you'll be the first to watch that content. And before I forget as well, we now have a Patreon channel, and for now it's free. And we are sharing some sensitive information on that Patreon channel. It's public, it's free to join. Don't have to subscribe or pay anything to see if you can get value from it. And let us know. Please try and comment when you get to that Patreon page as well. Anyway, like I said, it's a head-to-head again, another crypto head-to-head between Arbitrum and Manta network. From time to time, it is healthy to pit two crypto projects on a head-to-head to see how they fare against each other. We've done similar videos before, and I'll leave some links in the description as well, guys. And some of those videos have been popular with the community. For example, the pit versus link video got an above average viewing compared to our average viewership, which suggests that there is an appetite for such videos, so long as the projects selected are powerful enough in their own right to attract sizable audiences. Let's jump into today's head-to-head. To get us started, let's look at who comes out on top in terms of the technology. Again, this is going to be a subjective view. We start with Arbitrum. Arbitrum has been around for almost a year now, having launched around March in 2023. Launched with so much fanfare and disappointment in equal measure, my opinion of course, Arbitrum is an Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solution that uses optimistic rollups to achieve its goal of improving speed, scalability, cost efficiency on Ethereum. Arbitrum benefits from the security and compatibility of Ethereum, and its choice to use optimistic rollups make it stand out from other scaling solutions for the Ethereum blockchain. It claims to offer several advantages over other optimistic rollup solutions, including compatibility. Here, Arbitrum supports unmodified EVM contracts and transactions, meaning that any existing Ethereum dApp can run on Arbitrum without any code changes. That's a strong one. Scalability. Arbitrum can handle thousands of transactions per second with low fees and fast finality, while maintaining the security guarantees of Ethereum. There is also flexibility. Here, Arbitrum allows developers to deploy programs written in popular programming languages like Rust, C++, and more using Stylus, its upcoming EVM plus equivalence feature. Maybe it's launched now. Arbitrum derives its security from Ethereum network, which provides consensus and finality for Arbitrum transactions. In this case, we can reasonably assume that Ethereum guarantees the validity of the rollups, off-chain computation, and data availability behind the computation. Keep that in your mind, data availability, because there is another project that is dealing with that issue specifically. Keep watching. The use of optimistic rollups means Arbitrum executes transactions on the rollup outside of Ethereum and then bundle multiple transactions in a batch before submitting the batch transactions to mainnet. As the term optimistic suggests, the off-chain transactions are assumed to be valid and no proof of validity is submitted. In case of a dispute, there is a time period after the rollup is submitted where anyone can challenge the transaction by submitting a fraud proof. So that is a quick review of Arbitrum. Moving on to Manta. Manta is a network modular blockchain platform that specializes in zero-knowledge applications. By the way, a zero-knowledge proof system is a protocol by which someone, the prover, can prove the correctness of a statement to someone else, the verifier, without disclosing additional information. You didn't know that, did you? Now you do. From the go, Manta Network's aim is to build an ecosystem covering a wide breadth of Web3, from a chip to transact layer 2, a library for developers to integrate ZK-enabled contracts, to non-evasive compliance solutions, among many others. Manta Pacific achieves data scaling by integrating Celestia's module data availability, to drastically reduce gas fees for users interacting with dApps within the Manta Pacific ecosystem. Manta Network currently offers two networks in Manta Pacific, which is the Layer 2 for Ethereum Layer 2 scaling solution, hence the head-to-head with Arbitrum, as well as Manta Atlantic, which is the ZK Layer 1 chain on the Polkadot network. Manta's technology is expertly captured through its key features as follows. The first key feature here is Manta Pacific, which is a modular Layer 2 ecosystem on Ethereum for next generation dApps, and it provides a scalable and inexpensive gas fee environment for applications to grow beyond the limits of traditional EVM environment. We also have have Manta Atlantic, and this is the fastest ZK Layer 1 chain on Polkadot, which brings programmable ZK-powered confidential on-chain identities and credentials to Web3 through ZK SBTs. The third feature is Universal Circuits, which abstracts the complexity of ZK development by offering software development kit or SDK access so any Solidity developer can build ZK-enabled applications. We have the NPO, which is Launchpad, that means ZK NFTs and ZK SBTs on ZK address while using public tokens to pay minting fees. POMP, POMP, which verifies on-chain activities and assets while keeping wallet addresses and sensitive information private. Then we've got Aperture, which is the pioneering liquidity pool management and swap on Manta Pacific. So you can see that everything that Arbitrum is doing, Manta is doing that plus more. Just looking at these two. Okay. We also have ZK Hold'em, which brings the entire game logic fully on-chain using technologies such as SK Shuffle, which utilizes Poseidon ZK contract. Having briefly looked into each of these technologies, we can safely claim that Manta Network through Manta Pacific is the winner. What do you think? You think Manta's technology will win against Arbitrum's technology? Let us know in the comment section what your thoughts are. What about the metrics around the tokens and their supply? Let's start with the ticker. For Arbitrum, it's ARB. For Manta, it's Manta MANTA. Maximum supply, Arbitrum is 10 billion. Manta is 1 billion. Circulating supply for Arbitrum is 1.275 billion or 12.75%. For Manta is 251 million or 25.1%. TVL, Arbitrum has got a monstrous 2.558 billion, whereas Manta just launched a few days back. It's got TVL of $433.71 million. So Arbitrum wins on TVL, it loses on circulating supply, it loses on maximum supply. So again, it's still Manta in the lead here. I know it's all, to some, it might appear to be a meaningless comparison, but if you are reviewing projects, you need to be making a move on all these things. Review them and establish which one is stronger. In terms of dApps, Arbitrum wins hands down since it's been around a little bit longer than Manta Network's Manta Pacific, and since we've covered both these projects as part of our DYOR or risk evaluation series, let's go ahead and throw in some DYOR or risk evaluation results from our own evaluation. So it's the 13 elements once more in decentralization, security, scaling, interoperability, project team, social media presence at Twitter and Discord, age of the project use cases, tokens issued at project launch, tokens in circulation at the time of recording, which is now, as well as maximum tokens available and insider token allocation. They were scored from 0 to 10, 10 being the best or good, 0 being the worst or minimum. On decentralization, Manta wins, it's got 7.5 versus 5 out of 10. Security, Manta again wins 7.5 points out of 10 to Arbitrum's 5 points out of 10. On scaling, 10 points out of 10 both, was within the scaling solution, so they do their job. Interoperability, Manta 10 points out of 10, Arbitrum 7.5 points out of 10. So Manta wins again. Project team, 5 points for Manta, 10 points for Arbitrum. So Arbitrum wins. Social media presence, 7.5 points each. Social media Discord, 7.5 points each. So that's neck and neck there. Age of the project, Manta loses at 2.5 points to Arbitrum's 5 points. Why? Manta just launched, Arbitrum has been operational since 2023. Use cases, Manta, we gave it 10 points out of 10, and Arbitrum is 7.5 points out of 10. So Manta wins. What do you think? Let us know in the comment section. Tokens issued at project launch, Manta's 25.1%, it's a lot better than Arbitrum. Even now, it's still 12.75%. So Manta has got less dilution due to further unlocks, whereas Arbitrum still has about 87.25% to go. That's a lot. So be careful. Watch out for those token unlocks. I think we shared some tools you can use, or a tool you can use when you're reviewing token unlocks in one of our videos. Tokens in circulation, Manta is 5 out of 10 and Arbitrum is 0. Maximum tokens available, Manta at 1 billion wins versus Arbitrum's 10 billion. Inside the token allocation, Manta gets 0 because it's way high. Arbitrum got 2.5 points. So that was the head-to-head. Those were the scores. And the aggregate scores went like this. Manta was at 82.5% and Arbitrum at 72.5%. So a difference of 10 points between the two of them. But they still all fell within the same category, which is the 65 to 89 points out of 130. That is, they could go to 0 category. Now, what do you guys think as far as this head-to-head is concerned? Let us know in the comment section. In conclusion, from our point of view here at Search5.tv, if you are after a new layer 2 token to invest in and with lots of potential, then I would personally, for me anyway, I would opt for Manta Network ahead of Arbitrum for reasons, some of which we have highlighted in this video. Please do your own research and let us know what you think. It's not just about the shiny thing, but from a tech perspective and also the tokenomics and where things are heading and potential, the winner could be Manta. I could be wrong, but time will be the judge of that. Until the next video, guys, this was your latest head-to-head, and this time is between Arbitrum versus Manta Network. Any thoughts? Let us know in the comment section. Until the next video, I'm your host, FD for 65.tv, signing out for now. Bye.